And here we are back in Valheim. It has been a while. Glass walls here. This helps to shade in the fireplaces. All these fireplaces need more wood. Got a little wood here. Got my Drake set. My wolf armor leggings. My wishbone. My bow and arrow. Okay, it's morning. I know that I have I know where the mountain boss is. So I'm gonna putz around for a day. How's my food supply? What do we got here? One wolf skewer, one ice cream, one serpent stew. And I have a two-handed weapon too, don't I? Yeah, I got the crystal battle axe. Nice. Oh yeah, it's fucking beautiful. This is still my wild area. I think I will eventually lower this all so that there's more impact to the river. What is that? That's the rack, right? Do I need to repair anything? Guess my cape is weird. Guess I was doing some nudie stuff. Okay, what are we making here? Midsummer Crown Maypole. Got some silver in there. Nice. So the ore is in there. Yeah, so I have a buttload of silver ore. Do I have coal? Oh yeah, I have too much obsidian, I remember that. So keep chugging away this shit. More silver than I'll ever need. Okay. So more wood for the coal. I wonder if I have any waiting for me over here. I do. Drop another stack in there. It still bothers me. It still really bothers me how the number of coal versus the number of ore like doesn't match up 1-to-1. It's really trying to antagonize me. So I know where, if I recall correctly, I have another egg, but it's in a treasure chest somewhere. So this is the one to the bedroom? Yeah. This is the one that goes to my hub. I should make food. So which one of these goes where? Merchant. Okay, I've got these written. So So I definitely have searched out a lot of plains. Which part's good? Excuse me. Ringstones. Swamp. East Isle. So this is the one that probably has the eggs at it. So I'm not sure if the eggs are in the nest still, or if I brought it to the chest. Oh, I remember this one. The one where I insisted on making this thing in like the most like irritating, inconvenient place ever. So maybe it's there's a house up here that has a treasure chest in it. I think the egg's in there. The bone mass buff is what? It's damage resist, right? So there's a house over here. So does this house have the egg, or is egg still up the mountain? There's a big patch that came out today, but it's mostly like an optimization patch. It said it like drastically lowers the size of your save files and other sort of digital QOL things. Okay, nothing here. So the egg is still up there. honey and serpent. Very Dorn-ish. Okay, so there is an egg up here, is that correct? The egg is the circle. So let's see if it's still there. Ice cream is easy to make. In case I got swarmed by fucking wolves. Okay. Any wolves around here? I could use a fight. What a shot. You still got it, baby. Oop, not anymore. I lost it. Where'd he go? Yeah, I try to hit him in the head to see if I can two-shot them. Should still be the case. I got more of this, like, these eyes than I'll ever need in my life. Also more silver. Give me the wolf meats. Yeah. You have a wolf buddy? And so the other thing was, I had to find more ice caves. Right here says cave. So this is, I assume... I just have to find out whether I've been in this one or not. I assume I would have. I don't think I ever would have not done one. Find out. Okay, looks new. Cool. So I'll do that next. I'll bring the egg back to the base. Wonder why I would have not done that. Maybe waiting for a buddy? I think I was waiting for a buddy. But then I would play with a friend of mine. And despite him not playing the game, he still wanted to like keep half the loot from the caves. I was like, what the fuck, man? Like, you're not going to play this game. He's like, no, I want half. Are you a child? This doesn't work that way. Okay, I should go back and make some more food before I use my little before my little combat adventure begins. But you know, at least something I find difficult. I'm not sure if I think this is probably something most people find difficult. But there's like a fine line in life between expressing yourself and then which things are worth arguing over. And I find increasingly it's not worth arguing over things to try to like get a victory. It's just the way I feel. Like, for example, the gym I go to has some strange rules. They've repealed it now, but they're like a no male tank top rule. I don't care, I wear t-shirts. But it's still a little bit weird. But then now they've like revoked that. So okay, cool, great. So hides go in here. The wolf meat goes in here. We got lots of wolf meat, nice. And then I think the ice cream thing go in here. It's all coming back, baby. Okay, do I have food ready? Yes. And then Thultidiv. And wolf jerky. How much of the serpent stew do I have? Oh, there's fishes in here. I'm a little hesitant to use that. This stuff, I know this is the best stuff I have, but like a little hard to get serpents, I think. How much is this? 55.18. How much is this? 33.33. Do the more balanced one. Leave this for here for a more important time. Snack on this bad boy here. Alright. That should be good. Can I lose some more inventory? Yeah, stone. I'm not sure what I never had a place that I put stone. I was just like making piles like this. Like forever. What's that? Boar meat? My onions are ready? Nice. It's important. Yeah, so my gym has some strange rules. And I find rules... The rule is they want you to carry around a spray bottle and a little microfiber towel with you. But do they have a rule where you have to spray down your equipment? No. But they want you to carry around and then bring it there. And I have found that rule, they also have another rule that they say no towel, no training. They want you to carry a towel around with you at all times to put on the machines, between you and the machines, etc., all these things. But here's where it gets strange. Because they'll make the rules like this, but they won't enforce that you need to spray down machines, which is like an understandable thing, but like something that, again, should be personal choice. Or turnips, these are all turnip seeds? So they'll make rules like that, where you have to carry around a fucking... I have my little notebook, my pen, and my keys. Sometimes my cell phone if I'm listening to a podcast. But increasingly, I don't like wearing AirPods. I'm like kind of like buying the hype that they're bad for your fucking brain, and also my ears are ringing more when I wear them. Anyway, so seed onion. How many onions and onion seeds do we have here? Only 5 onions. And so we'll make turnips. La 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 da 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 da. And then more seed onions. Yes, gotta keep the party going. It's kind of hard to keep the onions going. I feel like this is the one where birds kept eating it. And then onions. So the girl who works there on the weekends, there's the 3 main people who work the gym, who run things, and they don't really seem to, they say they have the rules, but they don't really enforce them. But the girl who's like in her 20s, she's the one who's like finding me in the gym when I first get there. I was like, oh hi, yeah, you need to carry around your spray bottle and your towel. I was like, all right, I'm not going to do that. So I just kind of like nod and I walk away to go do my rowing machine. And then maybe I'll pick up a spray bottle thing from like the tray afterwards. And she comes up to me and leaves the spray bottle there right in front of me with like kind of a passive aggressive smile. And I was like, all right, this is how this is going to be. I see. So the seeds go in the plant thing. Yeah. Okay. Does honey go in here? Yes. Blueberries. Okay. I should probably stop picking up blueberries. A lot of these used to have colors. I'm not sure why they don't anymore. I don't remember like the codes for this. But these ones here should have colors. I'll have to do that at some other point. And then as I leave, I leave the spray bottle like on a table that's like roughly central, so I have like plausible deniability that I'm going to use it. And then as I leave, I put the spray bottle in like the table with a bunch of other stuff. And then just put the little microfiber cloth in with the rest of them. And as I'm walking out, she's like, excusez-moi, excusez-moi. And I just pretend not to listen. I just pretend not to hear because I have plausible deniability again with AirPods in. And I just walk out. And so, but it like bugged me the whole day, man. I was like, this fucking girl, like half the people don't like, I will do a rule if every single person does the rule. I'm just like, whatever, it's fine. But if like half the people aren't doing something and you just want to like have the appearance of like people doing something that doesn't make sense, that shit really, really bothers me. It's like an ego thing. I recognize it's an ego thing. But it really bugs me, man. A rule like that doesn't make sense, that they just want you to abide by. I do feel like here in Quebec, there's a little bit more of that. Or maybe I'm just kind of getting unfairly discriminated against as an Anglophone. But I feel like to a little bit degree, there's some shit where I'm like, this is America, this shit would not fly. You know what I mean? These are not like pro-liberty moves. And so it bothered me a lot yesterday, honestly. Like this 23-year-old girl. Like it's always like the fucking mediocre people who are the ones that are like trying to push rules on you. and like trying to say that you have to abide by it. But like an average human knows which things matter and which things don't, and they're not gonna like fucking try to make you abide by things that don't matter. Like, what is she spending energy on that really matters? Like, what about her life makes it so that she needs me to abide by this rule that isn't put in place by her? There's a place in town that's like a eco dump, and for whatever reason, there's like a... How many arrows do I have? Not many. I should have made more arrows. There's like an eco dump, and for whatever reason, here where I'm living, there's like an old shed that fell down because of shit weather last winter. And so there's like, in the shed they found, like buried under it or something, there was tons of like 2 or 4 liter bottles of petrol, like motor oil, whatever it is. And so I took... Is there any sort of like special buffs you can do this game? Stamina mead, healing. I have 1 healing potion. That's probably too low. Are swarmed by bats? You fuck off. I have to bring out the big axe for these? God, this is annoying. What the hell? Hua! Jeez, these boys are a little elusive. There's a certain subtlety to this. They wouldn't want, and then basically she's like, I went there once to drop off some goods, and there's like a chill teenager, and he's like, yeah, it's fine. I'm getting absolutely wrecked by these guys. What the fuck is this? There's a chill teenager. He's like, yeah. As long as we have room, use it as much as you want. What the fuck? Hit me for 16, really? Oh, I'm naked, right? That explains it. Yeah, as long as we have room in the dumpster, bring it as many as you want. Alright, great. And then I go in the next time, and this woman's like, you don't have a driver's license for this province. It's unacceptable. You have to go into the secretary, and the secretary will do it. And then I go in, they're like, yeah, it's not good that you don't have it, because people like exploit it, etc. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not doing that, but I understand that people might. I do live here, I promise you. She's like, yeah, of course, I'm sure you do. Alright, just give me the crystal. And so the lady's like, so I come back to the person who's like in her mid-30s, looks very tense, looks very insecure, honestly. These things are so annoying. What the fuck? Wow, I'm getting owned by bats. Oh, yeah. And she's like, you can only do this once. You better have it next time. And then she looks at my car. She's like, oh, this is just so many. Like, you don't have... Like, clearly you're, like, an industrialist, like, exploiting us. You can only do this many liters. You'll have to bring the rest back next month. That guy died pretty easy. That's good. Okay, so this is not breakable, yeah? Kind of like the mosquitoes, they have a time, they fly around for a lot of time until they attack. So instead of like wasting all my time, I should just wait till they're clearly going to attack and then come in. All right. So can I keep going around here? Yeah. I feel like I might fall down here. I'll go this way. And she's like, well, I don't know what happened. And I was like, well, if this other guy didn't mind at all that I brought in extra stuff. She's like, well, no, none of my employees, none of like my coworkers would do that. I'm like, well, lady, I'm not lying to you. She's like, I'm not risking my job so you can drop off all this motor oil. You're not from here. You speak English. You're like here to exploit us and take our things. This is taxpayer money. It was just a crazy experience. I sometimes just get the feeling when I'm here of people, I don't know. I'm not sure what things were like during COVID here, but I think they're pretty hardcore on lockdowns and like vaccinations, and everybody has to do this. Sometimes some parts of Canada I've lived in, including like the place where I grew up in, people will be like, oh, here in Canada we follow the rules. Like if you say you have to do something, we're all going to do it. It's like a point of pride. But like I think that Fenris Claw, nice. What is that? One of these things I need for like the set. I really want to make that fast movement speed melee set. I'd be really happy if I get that done. You want to have every melee set in a game. You want to have every weapon set in a game like this if you do it. Sounds like an area I'm gonna get swarmed in. Oh shit, what the fuck? This guy came through the curtain? Okay. Fuck me up a little bit. Anything else in here? No? So this is a place where I'm gonna get swarmed and die, I think. This goes the same way I remember last time. I only have one potion. Can't see. These guys are weak. This I remember. But you want to find those like things of hair. Fenris hair, yeah. I'm trying to collect as much of that shit as I can. What's this? Fenris Claw. Gotta hit the angle on it though. Nice. Yoink. What's this? Can I get in here? What's going on? What are these meat piles? Can I do anything with this? Okay. This is pretty creepy, actually. Pretty sweet. Red jute. So you knock down the curtains for more of that cloth. Nice. Okay, got it. Nice. Okay, there's more of that over here, isn't there? Sick. Very cool. All right. Anyway, yeah, I'm not much of like a... I don't mind following sensible rules, but... One, if it's something that not everyone seems forced to do and someone's targeting me to do something, that bothers me a lot. This place is fucking gothic, dude. It's so rad. How do you get the rest of it? So cool. I think I was waiting for a buddy to do the rest of this. Anyway, can I knock these down or what? Yeah. Okay. Can I do the same thing with a hefty overhead swing? Yeah. No. All right. Can I jump from up here and get it? No. Wait, what happened there? Yeah, give me that. You need actually quite a lot of this, if I recall correctly, to... Entrails are good. You need those for sausages. You actually, from what I recall, you need a lot of Fenris hair to make that set. Anyway, so keep collecting the red cloth. I get more red jute there. How's the inventory? A little crammed. Music is cool. What's that? Oh, the gate. Okay, never mind. Okay, so that's one of those. There's the start. That one's unbreakable. That's the way through to the entrance. So I either go straight or I drop down here, yeah? So obviously you check out the top stuff before you take the plunge. It's classic RPG logic. Don't take the plunge until you have to. One of these places I got real swarmed by dudes. But it might have been because there was 2 of us. I had I had one of my classic meals yesterday that I've been eating a lot lately, which is a charcoal bison steak. Charcoal grilled bison steak, and then a whole bunch, and then 2 caramelized shallots. And then I'll either put peppers and mushrooms in the caramelized shallot mix or not. The one problem I'm having is this might actually be because I'm using a steel pan or aluminum pan or whatever it is. But like I find even on the lowest setting on the big burner of like a big wide pan, it's just too hot to get like a proper caramelized shallot mix. Too many of them will get too dark brown by the end of it. This room's underwhelming. And I'll have that, and then I have made so much progress. I'm not gonna say it's me, but I have learned so much lately about how to make really, really good like potato wedge type roasted potatoes in the oven. So the most important thing, I learned this from like a Gordon Ramsay video. The most important thing about making really crispy roasted potatoes, he recommended parboiling them, like 10 minutes of boiling. And then dust them with semolina flour or something like that. I don't really do that shit. But what I do, that was the most important part of that video, to me, is you make sure when you're preheating you preheat the oven, and I guess I just do this. When you preheat the oven, preheat the pan in there too with the oil. Most important detail. It's really good to use cast iron. Obsidian, ruby, silver necklaces. All these things are better than this, and 1 fine wood. Obsidian I don't need more of, it's fine. Okay, let's check this way first. Oh yeah, so preheat, preferably use cast iron, because cast iron just holds so much heat. It's incredible. And then preheat the oil in the pan. I find about 375 is best. Depends if you convect bake or not. And then you put the potatoes in, make sure they get covered in oil. And then basically you have to be a little bit careful to make sure that there's a staircase here, nice. You have to be a little bit careful that they don't stick to one side. So you have to kind of make sure you save them. Clap. Wolfang Ulv trophy. Okay. So the Ulv trophy, that sounds like something I'd like to have. More than a $30 necklace. I thought the world save was in the morning. Is it the morning already? Wow. Okay, so clear out the room first and foremost. It's another way down. More crystal. Crystal's not that important. And then several of the doggy doors. Okay, let's start from the right then. Nothing over there. Already covered that. I have to redo my food soon. Time to do it now, I think. Boom, boom. And then you flip the potatoes. You take them out of the oven, you flip the potatoes every... How do I save my arrows? You flip the potatoes every 15 minutes. Very important. And then, the most important thing which I've learned to make really, really good potato wedges This poke is so underrated. Is once they're done in like a nice golden brown color, you leave them in the oven after you turn the oven off. I would probably drain I would drain whatever oil is there, because there probably will be enough oil in the pan still. And then you leave them in the oven while it cools down for like at least 10 to 15 minutes. And this really dries out the texture of the potato and makes them so sweet and gives them like that real delicious like chewy flavor. And I've only like recently just discovered this because like I somehow like with the same charcoal grill I've always had, I'm like failing. My charcoal grill is like so much worse than it used to be. I'm not sure what the problem is. Maybe it's the kind of charcoal I'm using or something like that. But I'm just not getting the same levels of heat that I used to have. So since there's a couple of times where I like had the potatoes like all ready, and the charcoal was very much not ready, and so I left them in the oven. And I was like, wait a minute, these are like the best potato wedges I've ever had, the best roasted potatoes I've ever had. I've also started cutting them to strips as opposed to like chunks. Also made a huge difference, I think. Sometimes they can get a little bit too overcooked that way. You gotta be careful. I feel like I haven't seen that like one chamber like just packed full of fucking cultists. There he is. These guys are tanky. Like, this guy is strong. Like, I'm not too worried. But that is like, if you have two of those guys, that's a lot of damage. They're really tanky. Cultist trophy. Okay, what do I give up for that? I have a lot of this. These things I've just never once used as well, to be fair. I like having the weapon swapping going on though, it's sick. So those guys actually scare me a lot. Bone fragments, no one cares about. Okay, I got some nice loot here. So other games that I want to play are I want to play the as I said yesterday, I'm kind of like looking forward to the Breath of Fire series again. I played 1 and 2. I wouldn't mind playing 3 and 4. It's been a long time. Dragon Quarter also is pretty sick. I like Dragon Quarter more than most people. Kind of dire in its like environments. Dour, I guess, is in environments. But pretty cool system. You have 3 characters with a really remarkably different skill sets. And it's got kind of like a nice, sad, melancholy story. And don't forget that it has maybe the greatest song in video game history in it. Electric power, being electric power building. I have a minor stamina mead that could probably go too. I'm glad that I have both those. I have an Ulf trophy too, don't I? There it is. Yeah. Okay. It's just a tail. So I don't know. I think I have enough of the glass. The glass is actually kind of useful. I would like to have the crystal. So this tasty mead. Three frost arrows. I'd probably rather have that. If I'd rather have 14 crystal, I can make more frost arrows. Okay, so that's all the stuff from here. I'm gonna go nab this crystal. And then also the Shining Force games. I played Shining Force 1, 2, and Shining Force CD on my like fucking phone emulator last summer. I was staying in Toronto for a couple of months. I would do whatever. And then during the nighttime, I would like put on SNES Drunk videos and play those Shining Force games. A ton of fun. And Shining Force 3, though, Saturn apparently is like a game that's notoriously difficult to emulate. Saturn is a system, sorry, that's notoriously difficult to emulate. Boom, later. And it was just freezing too much and all these things. But I was enjoying it as a game, and as someone who's just totally, completely, unequivocally enjoyed the Shining Force series in my life, I feel like I owe it to myself to play it. And it's pretty cool. It's 3 different chapters with a continuing story, etc. Coal I can do without. I was like, am I damaging the curtain? No, I'm damaging this guy. Fucking horror movie. Which way is it coming from? Any cultists in here? Oh! So the werewolves that come out at night in the mountain are a little bit stronger than those guys are. I think I was not coming here because I was worried it was going to be hard just by a single person. But that is very much not the case. Okay, fuck off. I think this game does scale number of enemies by how many people you got going on here. This is so creepy. The fucking occult. Yeah. Yeah. The Shining Force 3 is really cool, I think. 3 different games with 3 different protagonists that link together. And battle's pretty good. Tactics games, it's just so satisfying early on in like a tactics game. This part is not quite as applicable to Final Fantasy Tactics because like all your characters are so mutable in that game. You can always change your tactics, and like your guys change classes constantly. Boom. Oh, later, fellas. This thing is crazy. I have so much fun with this. It's like my Super Sledgehammer in Fallout. Yeah, everyone starts out as like a squire. Final Fantasy Tactics is like a little bit weaker in that way. And that like everyone's either like a player, everyone's either like a story character, or they're someone who can be anything. So it's a cool way to experiment, but it's a little bit less. You feel like less of an attachment to them. But like early on into a Shining Force game, when you just have like, Jesus, what the fuck happened there? When you just have one paladin, one healer, one mage, and your hero, and like a dwarf, and like everyone's role is like so defined. I always like it better in tactics games to have like one of each of a bunch of different stuff. So they all like, it's clear what they're doing as opposed to like just trying to stack OP characters or something. That's always more fun to me. Oh, the fine wood came from destroying chairs. Got it. What is this? There's a lot of stuff in here. That's always so fun. I love that part. Just an archer, your hero, a mage, and a healer. It's kind of how I recall the beginning levels of Shining Force 3 being. The music was terrible, but the reason the music was terrible, I think, was using Android RetroArch. Like I felt like it was always too fast or too slow or just somehow off. Okay, we got everything? We're good? Alright, wasn't so bad. I wonder if like on an average gamer's keyboard, which buttons tend to go out the most, and whether like companies like Logitech pay attention to this. For me, it's spacebar and shift. Games like Hitman, but especially games like Doom Eternal, you press like shift and spacebar for dash and jump, both of which have a double feature, like 3 times per second. I can feel how my shift key is looser. This keyboard has lasted me like 2+ years though. At least more than that. Like Hitman, I feel like I'm pressing shift constantly. You're pressing control constantly, which I think is instinct in Hitman. Alright, so I got a lot of shit there. Nice. Hopefully I don't have to find any more. Hopefully there's one more cave. Alright, okay. God, those things are annoying. I'm not gonna do this here so I don't fall to my fucking doom. Let's all be reminded that stamina in this game is a curse because you can't do anything if you don't have any. Stand still and die. The worst feeling in any video game. Okay, that was a pretty good cave. Nice. Alright. I assume that's the only cave. I missed that guy, really? There's wolves nearby. I just missed 2 shots in a row. Fuck you. But I do hear wolves nearby. Wolves are terrifying. Like, they're very tenacious attackers. Okay, I can't deal with this right now. I don't really need anything these guys have. I don't care enough. Alright. So I have checked out this whole thing, right? Seems like I haven't. This is the place where I got like 18 million silver. So I want to see what these other marks on the map are. It's either a silver mine or another egg. I don't think I'd use that icon for a cave. This is probably another nest. It's right here? No, it's over here more. Oh, it's another egg, right? Okay. So duly noted. If I fuck the boss battle up. I'm absolutely sure none of these are caves. This one isn't, right? As I've said a million times, what I wouldn't do for a pair of binoculars in this game. It always bothered me when I was playing this before. It's like, I have binoculars in Dark Souls, but not in this. Why? I would love a spyglass. That's what they always call it in like fantasy novels. Sick of these dudes. I'm not gonna fight them. So it looks like I have done this whole circuit. Ooh, a little log cabin. Have I been here before? Look at this guy. Haven't seen one of these dudes in a while. Oh. Oh shit. Oh yeah, there it is. So some of these things I would like. Frost arrows. Alright, you know what? Obsidian is not something I'm short on. Let's toast these boys up. The thing I always learned with those guys is, what's that? 2 more arrows. Thing I always learned with those dudes is just wait till they stop. Shoot at them. Okay. Put these in here for that. Get the frost arrows, which do me very little good in here. Do that for tasty mead. Not that I really need money at this point. Actually, no, I'll do this. Whatever. Maybe I'll come back here sometime and find this. Give myself some bonus treats. Any more caves along here? Caves will always roll on the mountainside. Be awesome to find another one, just to make sure that I for sure have enough like Fenris hair and all those things. Okay, got it. So I assume Moder is mother. They're saying like all these like little fucking weak ass frostworms are the brood fathers, and then she's the big mama. I love it. There's another cave. Nice. Let's go. Okay. Ooh, new flavor text. Okay, so there's another cave here, so my job here is done. Better get my busted the wishbone here for a bit. Inventory's not too high, it's good. Problem with this is that I very much do not need more silver. I'm also glad that I haven't dealt with any of those like stone ice golem things. I find those irritating. Okay, nice. That's the dream. That's the dream, finding one more cave in the far reaches. As I was saying yesterday, I would not mind playing Earthbound again. It's been a few years. Earthbound is always just such a good vibe that it's like got some pretty good replayability. What a great game. I really loved it as a kid. I remember it was like a little bit of a fucked up time. It was like 2 years after my parents split up. And then, so I'd have to like, and then my mom and I moved to Ottawa, which was like halfway across Canada from where I grew up. So not insignificant distance. So for the first few years, until I was like a teenager and started to have a bigger social life, like I would spend like the whole summer back in PEI where I grew up. And then I remember being there, like staying with my dad, etc. Kind of a weird time for sure. Made me much more introverted. It was pretty painful to see your parents break up at that age. So it definitely kind of like pushes you inwards generally. But I remember like buying or renting Earthbound or something like that. Had my Super Nintendo with me, and just I spent so much time playing it. Like you had the guide, everything. You're still bad at games at that point. Like you don't know why things are going wrong because like your reading comprehension is not quite there. But it's still fun. The game's got the coolest feel. So great. Right from the fucking name selection screen, Earthbound is just like a fucking bop. One thing it does well, I wouldn't say I always loved it, but I love the game, don't get me wrong. One thing that it, like, so many things, so many like classic RPG tropes are to have like a really cozy, comfy morning, early start of the game, and then later things get like big and abstracted and scary. Earthbound did that well. Like, the first 4 towns are real towns, and by the end of the game, you're in, like, super psychological planes of astrophysical existence. Pretty funny. You like lose your bodies at one point. Those are like to some degree like I think the best RPGs. Like think how much like Xenogears changes from like a cozy village instantly into like trauma, into like what's going on in the last part of that game. Disc 2 foibles aside, Xenogears is like the way that it opens up the scale of it is like really incredible. Xenogears is a game that I'm like hesitant to play. I'm hesitant to play it because I love it so much, but it's one of those things that you kind of like hide away. So I can't read what my shit says anymore. Oh, that's how it works. So why do some of these colors just not work anymore? No, wrong button. You were using the headlamp here. Do some of them glow and some don't? The ones that glow are a little bit better, I'm gonna be honest. Mob loot. No. Where am I putting some of these things? Guts. Yes. So all these things are going to guts? I don't know about that. These are trophies. Okay, so duly noted, some of these should be a brighter color. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, this game like Xenogears is like, to me, is sort of similar to album like In the Airplane Over the Sea. There's some things you like so much that like, if you associate them with a certain part of your life or something like that, you almost like don't want to go back to them because you want to like hold the image in, or like associate it with the time so much that you like. I find it personally hesitant to like revisit some things like that. Did I put the? So I put the glass in here. Got that. And then dungeon loot. Where do I put the fucking? Where do I put the what am I looking at here? Okay, so all that's left is rubies and coins. I think those go inside. Yeah, this is my riches. What was that last thing I was thinking about? Okay, I gotta make more potions. I have more potions. Take 2 more. And then I gotta make more obsidian arrows. Okay, got it. I'll do that in the morning. I'm just sleep for now. I'll make the arrows now. What do I need for the arrows again? Obsidian arrows are the newest one, right? Or silver better. 52 pierce, 20 spirit. 52 pierce. Wood, obsidian, feathers. Or wood, silver, feathers. We are not short on silver. But how short are we on feathers? And wood, to be honest. I think it's mob loot? Guts? Where do I keep feathers? Here. Alright. So how many stacks am I going to make here? Silverhead arrow. I'll make 3. Nice. What am I missing? Wood. How much am I missing? 3? Do I have any wood stacks around here? I usually got a wood pile or something around here. I'll check in the morning. It's a nice touch to have it light up when it's eligible. Oh. I wonder if Harfvarg, which is the made-up name I made, that sounded sort of like funny Scandinavian. I wonder if it kind of mean, I wonder if it's close to meaning half wolf. These guys are called wolves, which is different. Okay, I can't have this. I simply cannot have it. Okay. Make some more silver arrows. 3 stacks is fine. Drop this stuff back. Silver in here. Feathers over here. And wood here. Do I have any wood left? No, I easily perfectly used it. Nice. Okay, so wood is another thing that I'm low on. I have to remember that for later. I need to make a chest for my... Do I have wood anywhere? I would like to make a chest for my hoe and other farming my other farming implements. I think it's only the hoe, to be honest. What's this over here? Did someone destroy my shit? Do I own this pig? No. I don't seem to own anything anymore. Wood 10. I can't have this once. I can't have this no star pig in here. All right, pal, come on, get out of there. Sorry, you did this yourself. Okay, I'm gonna make a chest. I can't just leave the plow on the. I can't just leave the hoe on the ground. I can, but like the aesthetics of it are suspect. So craft a chest. Put it up here, I guess. Put my hoe in there. Everything's repaired. Not everything. Alright, pal. Alright. So I can get rid of the frost arrows. It's not really terribly useful here. Stack some more food in my inventory. How do I make wolf? Jeez, these guys are fucking messing around. Can I put fine wood in there? Yeah, I can, right? Or the core wood you can put in there? I don't have any of that either. I'm poor. Wood is just the thing you're always using, I guess. Whee! My 2 lovely oak trees, I'm very happy with them. Third oak tree. Time to summon the bastards. Haven't seen the bastards in a while. I wonder if she's gonna take down the other tree. Yeah, there you go. Whole tree felling party. I feel like it does like more damage to it than. I think it's 18. Hey pal. How y'all doing? And I need 2. I need to hit one. I need to hit 2 at once, or it's not worth it. Never mind. It's really hard with RPGs if you play them as a kid to differentiate your rank of like which of them you associate with the best times versus which of them you think are like the objectively the best. Chrono Trigger is super clean. It's so perfect. FF6 was like a game I enjoyed more as a kid, though. It was like that first entrancing game. FF6 was the game where like I went to a friend's house and he had rented it. And it's one of those games where you're like, you play something and you're like, oh, I have to play this. You immediately go home. You're like, I know what I'm renting this weekend, and this is the only thing I'm thinking about. Wolf skewer, wolf meat, mushroom, onion. Oh, onion supply pretty low, eh? Should have a bunch that are growed up by now. Nope. Damn. Okay. No onions accidentally misattributed to another place. Turnip, strawberries, carrots. Unlucky, I guess. That's why I've been making so many. Okay, so 2 sausages instead. Take the 1 wolf turkey. Put the wood away. I'm not going to use the wood for the coal. I just don't care. I'll use silver when I need silver. Looking beautiful. Maybe up top I can get... I don't really have a means right now of getting up top. I do need to have like something set up to get up there now. But maybe up top I can put bonfires in the corners. Pretty sick. Alright, enough of this day has passed. I gotta do that cave. Cave takes like a day and a half anyway. At least the last one did. In case you haven't seen before, my portal hub is on top of like a perfect fucking medieval tower in a Black Forest era on like its own little island. It's one of those things where I was like traveling the world and flying or sailing around, and it's like this perfect entrancing location at the end of a body of land. It's so incredible. This place I could do without. Alright, off we go. I can't forget that I have bone mass, and then if I ever need it, or if I'm getting swarmed, just press the button. And get that drastically reduced. Get that drastically increased damage reduction. Alright, pal, nobody asked. I also find one of the other reasons I was taking out, or I uninstalled League. League is a game that's very easy to like play a couple when you don't know what else better to do, but that can quickly become like the only thing you do as you're just passing time and game after game happens. I've also been like hardcore running it in both League and fucking TFT. And thirdly, it increases your bodily tension. I like felt it in my muscles when I was playing more, and like the tension you put up, she would notice as well that I was like kind of tensioning and pulling up and like more upset. A cat pulls, like an animal picks up on those things. Like what is he worried about? You know what I mean? It doesn't affect her too much, but I still feel bad about it. Like, it's not that I feel bad about it. It's just like, oh yeah, she's right. Stirring myself up for no reason. I should eat my food in case I get wolf attacked. More importantly, I should put on my equipment. Put this here so I can actually use it in battle if I need to. This too. I'll never remember. I'll just freeze up and panic. I never heard this guy's cry. He suddenly just on my ass. I saw that Laure, the current host of LCK and the former like interview on LEC, is 31. I was surprised by that. That's older than I thought she would be. This would be a hard one to find. Hey, doggy. Look at this. Stupid game. Gotta find level ground so I can actually fight. Alright, fuck y'all. I'm out. Alright, Frost Caves. Alright, let's do it. I like the atmosphere of the bats coming on you. In the last cave, how the bats like rushed me as soon as I came in. That was cool. Okay, the way this one works worries me. If all this shit's blocked off from the beginning. Oh, an Ulf right from the start, eh? So effective. Let me just say for the millionth time that I really think the Sunday Conversation series on Barstool on YouTube is fucking hilarious. And I rewatch them all the time. And it's not necessarily fully related to which guest I like the most outside of their stuff. Like people who I have no opinion on at all. Like Bad Baby. I think of like some of the best interviews. Bad Baby's interesting. I didn't know anything about her at all. She's just interesting. Like, it's interesting to see someone who is, like part of hip hop culture to such a degree as like a privileged Italian girl. You know what I mean? And how much she's like changed her looks to look increasingly more like she's like a quarter black the whole time. And she's kind of, I don't know, she's kind of sweet. That's a weird thing to say about someone who has an OnlyFans with like a huge amount of money, but like, I don't know. She's like she's just interesting to watch on that show. She's so like kind of ditzy, but someone who has had success like that in any field says a lot of good things about them. Honestly, respect. 50 million? There's a lot of people on OnlyFans, you know what I mean? There's a lot of people streaming. It's not hard to stream. It's not hard to make an OnlyFans. It's free. It's about how good a job you do when you do it. Is this cave just like trash? Might have to go back at some of the ones I've done before and review, see if I missed some of those. These guys are like not these are like those guys are like unfuckwittable. Like they don't get stunned. Really good damage, man. Because there is like one proper canal. Look. Really good damage, man. Those things are really strong. Okay. I'm glad to find like a proper place in here. I was a little worried. What's that? Oof, this guy scared me. Fenris hair. I'm really glad I didn't like miss it. This guy's timing is weird. Oh, there's another way down. Nice. Skeletor remains at this point is like a little troll. I guess it is a game where like they keep giving you these things so you don't ever have to go back to an old area, you know what I mean? You can always take them and then just like throw them away later. Like yeah, there's probably not a whole lot of reasons for bone fragments, but in a game where you should pick up everything everywhere, it means that you don't have to like... The worst thing in a game like this, I think, is to like go back. Like I gotta go back to like a... Back to like a Meadows dungeon to get bone fragments? Really? Who's ever gonna do that? Oh shit. These guys are nuts, dude. Clap. Don't fall. It's a long way down. Okay, there's one more back here. Right? Yeah. A lot here, man. It's so cool. Entrails are important to get. Ooh, the quadruple. I really hope... I haven't looked at the recipe requirements, but I really hope this should be enough to make the melee set. That melee set looks so cool. I mostly just want to have it as like one of the armor sets in my... Oops. I'm just mostly looking forward to having it as like one of the armor sets on my wall. It's just so macabre. Okay, look at it. Some money in there? Nice. So gross. Damn. There's a lot more here than I was expecting. Nice. These altars are so cool. Ow. So I came from here, right? Does that guy not have anything? So I came from here. There's a lot more stuff in here. Can't forget. Just gotta continue with the classic maze solving system of always take the right turn. Give me that. This is so cool. I'm exposed. What? I count as outdoors for a second? Interesting. It's an absolute Dark Temple party. Okay, you do get a lot here, actually. I was a little worried. I didn't get that much after the first time I ran one of these. But part of that was, again, playing sharesies. Give me the red jute. You never know how many banners you might need later. Okay, so I've been through all these. Okay. So back here. And back here. And over here. And find that cavern down. And let the party continue. Nice. Give me the hair. Fine wood, we're good. I wonder if I've been missing anything. I guess I can drop the leather scraps. Whatever. It's a long way down. Two of them, eh? Holy shit. So as my stamina goes, we're good. Okay, now we watch out. Nice, wow. What a slaughter, man. That was amazing. Just hold the position, you know? Cultist trophy. It's more important than 3 leather scraps. IMO, although I already have 2. Wow, that was a swarm. That would have been a time to use Bone Mass if you knew it was going to get that crazy. Alright. We're here to heal a bit. Oh, we're done. Nice. We got nice chairs. Everyone needs a nice chair, you know? Respect that. Everyone needs R&R in their life. I feel like it's a phrase people used to use that just no one uses anymore. It's like our parents' generation. So much hair. So glad I made silver arrows just to shoot them at tapestries and piles of wolf hair. Excellent use of my resources. Ew, meat piles. Gross. Ex-humans. Okay, so I think I'm probably done. I'll go back upstairs. Silver necklace in there, interesting. So I'll go back upstairs and see if there's any more hidden walls. I might even go to that other cave and see if there's more hidden walls. I suspect there are not. Okay, so I'm done up here. This game would be great if it had maps. Like, maps for in here, I mean. Okay, so I'm glad I found one. Let's take a looky-loo around, see if we can find any more find any more destructible pathways. This one, nice. Okay. Just more crystal. Nothing else. Nothing else in here. You can't break this, can you? Maybe boulders. No, you can't. It's not putting up any damage numbers, so you know you can't go through there. All right. Clear. Here, already did this one. Roger that. That was a nice. That was one real good dungeon though, with that fucking super swarm. Oh, this here. Well, this was good. Nice. Ancient cave markings, which I still don't know what these do. I guess it's just lore. The sun turned people into wolves. Got that. Roger. I don't know what to do with that. I don't know what to do with that information. But I'm glad I have it. Okay, sweet. Nice. This has been like the most fruitful of all the mountain regions for sure. I'm now exposed. I agree with that. So it's time for me to just run home. And then run home, see what other sort of like other crafting type stuff is like especially urgent for my house. I feel like, yeah, creatures get more difficult as the game goes on. But I feel like nothing was as difficult as a spike as the trolls were. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Careful. Okay, that was a little fucking hairy. So what did I take? Wolf Fang? Why did I take the hides or the meat? Whew, that was close. I feel like I hear a wolf. Oh, I was also wearing this. It didn't help. I've lost the wolf meat. I'd rather take the hides, I think. Whew, that was fucking dodgy. Okay, we'll have to take a boat. So I'm gonna stop. I'll make sure to stop my boat here to pick up that egg. Or maybe I'll just take all the eggs with me if I want. And then set up a base where I'm going. That is the next thing. Take a thing up to here. I can't do this portal because I need to take my boat up here because I need to take the eggs. So we're going boating again. Always the most fun. No, no sleep for me tonight. So another thing to think about in my base is where, besides the major bosses, I haven't necessarily thought of where to put like a trophy room of all the things in the game I've killed. I thought about putting it along the tower. I'm gonna have to think about it a little more. Simmer down, little tyke. Just enough stamina. You'll love to see it. Okay, cool. So, let's see how much we need for the Fenris set. Oh yeah. I've been getting a lot better at using the hammer strength machine to like really hit my lats. I watched this video by Alexander Cortez. He's like a fitness dude and like general fucking, I don't know. Got the male persona on like fitness Twitter for sure. About when you're doing cable rows, everyone kind of like goes back here for cable rows and pulls it in. He's like arguing that's a lot of bicep and you should be moving forward, making sure you use your back constantly for it. That has actually made a huge difference in how much my back feels like it's ripped when after I do cable rows and things like that. Really good. Really good. Nice. 55 red jute now. Trophies, which of these are trophies as well? $90 Fenris hair. I gotta think that should be sufficient. What do I do with the bone fragments? Mob loot, yeah. Guts go here. Got a lot of stuff there. Nice. What's left? The obsidian. Glass, sorry. Okay, and the money inside, and then repair your stuff. And it's a wonderful morning. Yeah, so I'm wondering where to put all the trophies. I could put a trophy like on every one of the crosses, at every one of the vertices along the tower. It's just not going to be easily seen. That's the problem. I could put them along the tower, along these. I haven't really bothered to get back into like animal cultivation. I don't really need the shit that it has. Here's my money chest. Doink, doink. Time to hope maybe I can do a 4th bot today. Some real good progress. Okay, so let's check out how much the Fenris set costs. First off. $20. 20. 20. 60. I think I have 90, right? Fenris hood. Fenris coat, Fenris leggings. Let's review how much we have here. We have 90, nice. So let's see, I need 60. What's the other stuff? Jeez, I have the fucking attention span of a rabbit. Everything's max, that's good. Craft. 5 wool pelts, so 5, 10... 12 wolf pelts, a cultist trophy, and 20 leather scraps. I like that, we get to use that. And 20 leather scraps, I said? That's good enough, right? I think I have everything. Yeah, looks good. The beast could draw deep breaths so that its howl could be heard far across the land. The Fenris armor makes you quicken your feet so you can pass through fire, and your fists feel the power of the beast. The legs of the beast were lean and strong, so that it could leap great strides. The eyes of the beast were wise and knowing, so that it could measure the strength of a warrior in one glance. That's so cool. So cool. I'm gonna look away till it's done. Look at that. So much stamina. This is sick. So it's a movement speed buff, right? What is this? Why are you open? What did I do here? How do I close this? Oops. What button is this? I'm blanking on how this game works. How do I get rid of this again? Oh, you're supposed to, maybe it's not supposed to, maybe it's always here like this? Is that true? And I just have to mouse over it? Okay, whatever. So it's more of a... So each of them has movement speed on it. Resistant versus fire. This is amazing speed to have. What a nice thing to have as an option. An actual movement speed set that's not nudity. How much armor does it have on it? 10. It has no weight to it too. This is a huge quality of life buff to this game. Holy shit, man. It's sweet. I guess you can't really put it on... I guess you can't really put it on a... Well, for one, I have to decide... Wow, all these... Look at all this shit. What's this? Alright, whatever. Blah, 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 blah. So... I'm not sure how many more armor sets there are going to be, but I might have to eventually... I have to decide whether I'm going to put 2 armor stands per pedestal here, or whether I'll put them here and here. But the thing I'm realizing now, with this movement speed buff, I gotta keep this set on me. Luckily, it only weighs... Actually, it weighs 21. It's a bit annoying. But this weighs 33, so it's not the worst thing ever. Okay, great. So, I'm gonna go pick up these onions and get my horticulture under control, because it has not been going. I'm gonna make enough wolf jerky for now, but I do need, especially just need to start getting these onions to pop off. I can't just use these, I have to replant them. Actually I have a lot of seeds, now that I think about it. So that's what I'm gonna do, just to reevaluate how much I have. I could even make both sides onions now. I'm pretty good on turnips. Let's do that. Eventually for aesthetics, you wanna have a line of every different thing. But really for progression, you just do everything at one. And the next level, the plains, is when you have to start you actually have to have a base on the plains to farm stuff. Go crazy. Whee, I'm so fast. Okay. Onion seeds. I wouldn't say I'm swimming in them, but we have a respectable amount. So where'd those turnips go? There they are. Okay, it's probably a bit too many. I'm gonna take these with me, cook them up. And so it was red mushrooms, onions, and wolf meat. Watch this go out as soon as I start using it. Onion soup, 60 stamina. I don't think I have anything that like compares with that. It's a lot too. Muck shake. Where's the ice cream? 65 stamina. It's really insane. Ice cream is just better. Okay, got that. 2, 3. Just make a full stack, I think. I mean, a half stack. Feels good, man. Okay, is there any turnip recipe I can make to use 14 turnips? Honey, blood bag, turnip. I wonder why this is so much health. There's no stamina on it, right? There's no like protein in it really. What are the other turnip dishes? Turnip stew, 1855. This is more stamina, that's so weird. 5017 or 1855. This is better. 3 turnips, that's why. Okay, blood bag, honey, boar meat. A little low on blood bags, generally speaking. Okay, so we use all these turnips. What am I missing for this? Did I just pick up the... Oh, my inventory is full, okay. Holy shit, I'm so fast. It's unbelievable. Nice to see the birds back at the bird feeder. I have a new suet block on the side of the bird feeder that has mealworms in it. I haven't really noticed if they're eating it or not. Maybe they find it gross. Okay, black soup and turnip stew. How many turnips is it? So 1, 2, 3. Okay. Inventory full. What am I doing? Just chaos over here. Okay, go do the onions. Go do the onion stuff first. 8. Plant all the seed onions you can. Okay. And plant onions. How many I got here? 28, plenty. How many left? 13? We're doing great. How many more left? One more. Just tuck one more of these bad boys in there. How about there? Roger that. Okay, put this back away. Okay, should have space now. Okay, so this is hard things. Maybe we should get some more turnips. 10 more. Okay, let's go off here. Turnip stew takes 3. How many turnip stews is that? 6? Okay, let's finish the stack. I got a lot of this shit. Okay, that's good. On to the black soup. Make 10 of these. I'll put the sausages back away, and I'll use this food for now. Things I'll never be short of are definitely honey and blood bags. Sorry, honey and turnips. Okay, that'll do. That goes back. That goes back. That goes back. This goes back. And then put those back. And then half of everything goes back. Right? Better way to do it. Nope, not used to here. Okay, sweet. So let me think about this. So, oh, sorry, listen, baby. I'm so. With the weather nicer, she's been spending a lot more time outside, just like chilling. I like that a lot. She got in a fight with a cat when we lived in Toronto. That like was like a big scar across her nose, and to this day, like once a week, it'd be like, you know, cats have like the nose that's kind of like this inside. I have to kind of like dig into like side of her nose like this and pull out kind of like a scab of dry blood. So she's still got a constant leak. Something I really should do. I should really do something about it at some point. Okay, so the goal here is I don't think I have any sort of crafting things that I am currently negligent on. Oh, I didn't know this is a thing. Nice. Okay, so don't sell the silver necklaces and rubies. Very cool. Okay, I'll grab those for my my chamber of riches. Very cool. I didn't know about that at all. Anything else new here? Butcher's table I have. This I do not have. Terribly necessary. I got both kinds of stone. I got both kinds of thrones. Okay, so I'm going to. What does it take for a portal? 10 great oak eyes, 20 fine wood, 2 startling cores. So I have to go find wood hunting. Always short of that bullshit. Okay. Go get a couple of stacks of fine wood. And then tomorrow, I guess, I'll do a full stack. I'll make sure I have enough portals to travel to where the motor is. Pick up the egg, take the other 2 eggs, and head up there with a portal. Find some beech trees. Let's go a little further away this time. God, he's so fucking fast right now. Didn't I make a beech grove somewhere? Here it is. I did. Nice. Okay. Gotta start somewhere. And I'll have to replant these. Give me some birch seeds to make it easier. Excuse me. Thank you. Looked a little laggy there for a second. Don't see any birch seeds. The party continue, yeah. I don't know we were on such an incline. Those things will just to continue to roll around. Look at that stump, couldn't find it. Let's wrap this shit up. Did I get a seed? I mean, even if I did, I don't have a plow with me. There's a birch seed, nice, okay. The hoe, I mean, not the plow. The way that, oops, wrong thing. The way that you grow trees in this, I don't know if I'm missing something, but like you can't necessarily make it self-sustaining. There's not enough birch seeds. You just kind of like hope for more. You know what I mean? Like with onions and onion seeds and all these things, you can make a full ecosystem. But trees, you still have to forage. Excuse me. You don't have to do all this. You understand? So how many birch seeds did I got? One? For all that. Oh, I'm wet. Gross. Free wood, never hurt anybody. Something I'm a little bit obsessed with in this game. Picking up branches and rocks. I don't like this guy being so near my base. Hey, big guy. I don't even think he saw me. Okay, does this need any repairs? No one's been knocking on my door. I appreciate that. What about my workbench? No? Good. A peaceful place. I like that. I like that a lot. Good kitty. She always, like, at some level knows when I'm looking at her. Look at this view. It's so amazing. Ooh. Okay, so 10 of this stays here. I need 40. And then birch seeds, we have a lot. Wood, resin, and that one feather from the baby bird which was caught up in the tree that I killed. Feels bad. What's this? Serpent scales? Yeah. Okay, so I need 20 Grey Dwarf Eyes and 4 Surtling Cores. Really low on these. Right? That's how I need? Oh, too many. Too many by half. Okay, so I'm a little worried about the Surtling Core thing. There are places... Oh, I have another stack. It's not that bad. Okay, so... The other thing I'm going to do is go plant some more birch trees. It's another stack of... Grove is fine. I can do more, but I'm just kind of lazy. Pick up this. Doesn't really matter if I can just sleep till now and do it in the morning, because like I'm just gonna be sailing for so long that it's gonna take a full day anyway. Oh, I'm gonna go pee while this is going through. Okay, right back. Oops. Okay, right back. It's rough, man. My stepfather's sister had her husband die suddenly of a heart attack a year or two ago. Really suddenly. He was in pretty good shape, better shape than her. And then soon afterwards, she was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. And so it's like every time we hear about her, she's like in worse and worse shape. And so my family's visiting them this weekend because like her daughter was saying that like she doesn't have like, this is not getting better, you know? And so they were supposed to, they got there yesterday and they're going to stay till today. And it's got a text being like a little wrinkle in the plans, like she is like crying, confusion, doesn't know where she is, etc. So we took her to the hospital and now she's going to stay here another night. So it's really sad, man. I don't really know her that well, to be honest. I've probably seen her like 5 or 6 times in my life, but it's still like, I've known my stepdad for like most of my life. So to hear that about his sister is sad. Okay, so this is where the pickle comes in of where I put new hub locations, or whether I change some of the ones I have. Like some of these I don't necessarily need to have. Mountain, Bone Mass, West Isle, East Isle, Swamp, Ringstones, Merchant. So I think like this one, I think that one is here. Which one's Swamp then? Where does this go? So cool when you're playing multiplayer and you can watch someone travel on the map. Okay, this one's here. Okay, now this one. Got it. This is like the far west part of my own continent. Ooh. I can just do another one down there. Where's this one go? I think this one's close by. This is the least essential one, I think. Fuck asked you. I was loaded. Okay, so this is the least necessary one. Do I break it up? Okay, dude, enough. Just hanging around. Me, nothing. Just hanging around. Well, I feel like maybe it's just better to make a second layer. If I want to be a real nerd, to make this 2-tier up here. And what would I do? I would do another staircase here. And go up another level. How's my wood supply? Very low. Alright, let's do that. It's nice to keep it clean, but you might as well keep building it up. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I swear to God, I have like a bug bite under my, right under my eyelid. Like on the bottom of my eyelid. It's like the weirdest feeling ever. Nothing. Just hanging around. I've been watching a lot of the League of Hardstock videos, like little YouTube shorts of like just kind of like meme League content, and it's introduced me to shit like that Beetlejuice meme that I haven't seen before, but now I just see it everywhere. Yeah, building, wood stair, nothing. Just hanging around. So how high does the staircase go? Just 2? No, 3. This is always an annoying detail of this game. There you go. Nothing. Me? Just hanging around. It's gonna fall soon, isn't it? Yeah. So you gotta do the double staircase, I guess, or just do a pillar. Okay. So here's what the second pull. You do another pillar here, I guess. It's a little ghetto. I'll have to think about this more later. For now, call this one motor. Oh, have you been playing this game? Oh, I have this backwards, don't I? Yeah, I do. He's been back on the train, baby. Love to see it. Okay, which is the... Yeah, this way. I gotta just do this so that I can actually get it done, you know what I mean? Yeah. I've been doing it because, like, I don't know what game I'm gonna play next, to be honest. And so, yeah, if I don't do this now, like, I'm gonna be further and further away from it. So now I go to the Ringstones. Did you see that City Skylines 2 trailer? It makes me want to play the original game again, to be honest. I also kind of think about, I thought about RimWorld today. Haven't played that in a while. Birch tree. How many to bring? 5? Definitely could have brought more. These trees got plenty of space. Alright, cool. Whatever, it's not bad. Another thing people said is to always put your trees on a hill so they knock each other down on the way if you cut off the top one. That's pretty sweet. I actually thought a lot of like the showcase stuff yesterday, especially the Xbox one. It's actually pretty sick. I suppose FF16, Baldur's Gate 3, Starfield are all good games coming out this year. A lot of people say Spider-Man 2. It'd be really sick too. I don't feel like I miss out much when I don't play those games though. They're like almost too immaculate. It's hard to say. They're good. The last Spider-Man game was good. Ooh, okay, so put some of this wood away. I finally made the Fenris set. Do you have this? Sick. It's like a... It's a faster movement speed than just not having it. Oh shit, what happened? Okay, we're good. Okay, so I need to take away 2 of these. And then I got the rest for my set, and then I can take the 2 eggs, which hopefully I can afford. Oh, I'm way over. Oh yeah, I'm putting the ship anyway, never mind. Nice. So what prompted you to start a new server? What's my ship doing? Okay, egg goes in there. Me, nothing. Just hanging around. Psh. Okay, let me up there, please. Thank you. Egg 2 in there. Oh, shit, fucked up. Yeah. Who did you play with? Like, were they like high school friends, or who did you play with before when you were playing a lot of Valheim? Okay. I suppose I should also have frost resistance potions. I don't need to do this yet. I'm probably not going to fight Motor soon, so I'll just go there, make the base. Just to be clear, I have enough for this. I do. I'll need some extra wood. Everything else is gravy. Alright, off we go. Boat's repaired, right? Yeah. And away we go. Nice. That's a good father-son activity. Did you... I think I remember asking this before. What other games do you play with your dad? Alright, come on. I can't forget about my secret buddy, the serpent, who lives in this lake with me. Nice. A lot of people are boycotting COD right now. Tim the Tatman requested they take his set off. Doc said he won't play it again. It's interesting. Harsh world out there. This is a test of how much power creators have. I gotta go around here so this guy doesn't bash my boat up. This is my friend, I don't want him to die. This serpent guards the lake for me. He's my buddy. He's like a dog you have in your house who you rescued. And so you're always kind of a little bit worried he's going to rip your throat out, but you feel attached to him and want to see him survive. What about Rust? Did you ever play much Rust? Yeah. His tweet was, it was about like those. It was a place. I think it was like California or something, where people were like, I don't know, Muslim Americans were like fighting with protesters, like heavily progressive activists about like school curriculum stuff. And he answered the tweet with saying they just need to stay away from little kids or something like that. So that's what he said. Just don't dip your toe in the culture war. But as I said the other day, it does like solidify your fan group if your fan group is like about a certain thing. If you like take on issues, you'll lose mass appeal, but you'll probably get like a more hardcore base for whatever your issue is. Whether you're like Hassan's side or the alternative. It's the big thing this year too. School liberal issue type stuff all over the news. I think a lot of it gets cherry picked. Nothing better than boating into the wind. Yeah, I heard about that. Usually the news I find like that says that law, sometimes often like a little bit misleading. Like it's not passed into law yet, or a lot of times the news will like make it the worst possible version of what it could be, so it seems like the super urgent, desperate thing. Like I don't know if it's as bad as the way it sounds from like a lot of the news about it. It almost never is. Or like hasn't passed yet. It's weird though, for sure. Did you watch the Starfield? I mean, it sounds like it is, yeah. I agree with you. I just don't know how true it is, you know what I mean? All that matters is like your own school board and like your own kids. So you kind of like take it case by case. Did you watch the Starfield Direct yesterday? I also feel like the Zelda stuff is like got out of hand already. No, sorry, not out of hand. Yeah, the Starfield thing was like 45 minutes. It was actually a lot of information. It looks pretty cool. Looking forward to playing that. I also feel like Zelda was the latest game where like everyone like in the world is super excited about it, and then like 2 weeks later you don't hear anything about it at all. The whole like I feel like so much of the video game community is like always looking for the next thing, the next thing, the next thing, the next thing, and then people don't like finish games. They're just waiting for the next thing constantly. Like whenever that initial buzz is gone, whenever the honeymoon phase is over, just on to the next thing. Whereas I'm playing Valheim like 8 months later. Or like Hitman for too long, or all these things for too long. Yeah. I grew up in Ottawa, and Ottawa has been like in the news a lot for some messages that like the superintendents were sending out to like the teachers about how to do stuff. I don't know. I was reading about that 4 or 5 days ago. Fish just, a whole load of fish just fell in the water. When was the last time you were in Ontario again? Look at that beautiful tree. Didn't they say that like the tree, the Mistlands, if you follow the tree to the core, like that's where the Mistlands are? Is that how this works? Yeah, I know what you mean. It's like a little. Some people view it as a little pushy. I just feel like the news stories are like never an accurate depiction of what's actually happening. Everyone just kind of wants to get pissed off a lot of times. So you have to be kind of careful about stories that are like that. A lot of stories, like left-wing or right-wing stories, most of the time are like heavily calculated to get you pissed off. Okay. So what did you end up doing while you were there? Oh, so you just didn't go because you didn't like think you'd have a proper time there? Time to pick up my ego. And see shit. There it is. Hey pal, how you doing? Really? Gotta drop the ego? Okay. What does make my inventory so full? Oh, it's the stupid wood. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to do that. Okay, 3 eggs. Over easy. Okay, so where am I going? I gotta turn around and go heavily north. Roger that. Not sure this is the right way to do it. I love how you can push even like... Okay, get out of the water, please. Oh my god, this game. Wait, am I gonna die here? Look, I'm gonna die here. Look, this is so stupid. That's so stupid, oh my god. Just like stuck between a boulder and a ship. Oh, easily recoverable. But that's part of like the downside of running around with no HP. I'm actually going to Ontario in a week or two. A week and a half from now. I'm going to be in Toronto for just a couple of nights. My woman's graduating from law school. So, you know, have the family lunch and all those things. I have to set those things up. I haven't got like an Airbnb or anything yet. In retrospect. Or train tickets. I'm gonna take the train. I'm like halfway between Montreal and Ottawa, but closer to Montreal. But Montreal's east and I'm heading west. So I'll drive to Ottawa, leave my car there, and then take a train to Toronto. Then my friend who I'm renting the house from is coming here to like look after, to like build a shed and do all this shit. So I will... he'll look after my cat and chill in the house. Well, his own house. Okay, keep turning. We're supposed to go north here. And start giving her. Let's put our prospecting helmet on. Maybe this hurts my night vision. Let's look at this durability. 1600. And then I should be in... And I should be going to PEI in mid to late July. And I'm probably driving. So you and I can figure out whether I'll stop in Halifax on the way there or the way back and like grab lunch or something. I think it'll probably be the way back. So that should be like in a month and a bit. 5 weeks probably. No, I will. Shit. I'm driving through either way because I'll need a car and to take my cat with me if I'm going to be in PEI for like at least a week or something. So I'll probably stop in Halifax on the way back because it's still about like it's still probably like a 12-hour drive, 13-hour drive, which I'm going to try to do in one day. So Halifax is like 2 hours from PEI, so I'll probably stop there for lunch and chill a little bit. Me, my woman, and my cat when I'm on my way back up. Makes more sense than rolling in at like 8 p.m. on the way out. This is a coffee shop in Halifax I really liked last time I was there. I forget the name of it, but it's like facing like a city park that has a lot of flowers and like garden type stuff in it. Any chance you know what I'm talking about? They have like really, really good pastries. I bet I could figure it out. It's the kind of place with like well-dressed hipster women and a lot of like donuts and like things like that with like pretty proper just breakfast and lunch stuff. Like big open space, like white painted. Yeah, I know. It's like it's facing a rectangular city park that has a lot of like flower gardens on it. It's really near a hospital. There's like a street that's like a boulevard-like street with like trees along the middle. With the trees along the middle and like grass between as a divider between the two lanes or the 4 lanes of traffic. And it's near several hospitals. And around there was like this Halifax Gardens type thing. It was really nice. Yeah, it was just there. It's facing those gardens, I'm pretty sure. That was good. I love getting like sort of like French style breakfast, like croissants and like eggs and shit. Or croque monsieur or something. So good. I went to Halifax in September of 2021. So it was a year and a half ago. And then I went again. No, twice in like that same September, October area. So like a year and a half ago, yeah. I'll know by the time I get there. I wonder if in the Plains or Mistlands you get another bigger ship. Oh, I should have been sailing closer to the coastline to get some new exploration. It's been kind of cruising here. fine. Should go in there and scoop some Surtling cores. August, I think. I'm not sure how long it'll take to play the 2 Baldur's Gate games before Baldur's Gate 3. I think I'll need at least 3 weeks. I don't know how long they are. I'll have to do some research. At least that long, yeah. This says planes. Where the fuck are planes? Over there? Oh, here's the planes. Okay. I would get one shot by Desquito here. Is there armor on your cloak? Yeah. Okay, click a little closer, close. Yeah, we will for sure. So my woman is probably staying with me for most of July, starting on the 7th. So we'll probably be, because she has like her new apartment, but she doesn't start her job till like a month later. So I will probably leave for PEI around the middle of the month. So like the 7th or the 8th. From like about the middle of the month, for like about a week after the 7th or the 8th. So probably after about a week, so middle of the month, I'll drive to PEI. And then I'll probably be there for like a weekish or something. And then, yeah, I like to stop and chill for a little bit on the way back in. It'll for sure happen. Yeah, but not too long, probably, that day. Maybe some other time I'll be able to be in Halifax for longer. But not for too long that day, because I still have to drive all the way to Montreal on that day. And PEI to Montreal is like at least 12 hours. But yeah, that'll happen for sure that day. I liked Halifax. That time in September that I was there, like 2 years ago, was like the first time I've ever spent more than like a day or two there. And like the first time I had like all my own plans and my own stuff to do, not just like visiting family or whatever. I like it. Okay, if I turn a little bit here, I should get out of the wind. There we go. Is City Skylines like 100% one player? When can I start seeing the mountain? I think I can see it up ahead. I think that's the mountain. Yeah, city building games are hard for stuff like that. Syncing what people are doing. A lot of planes around. Once I get to the planes, I can have a lot of choices. Planes feels like they're so big that it kind of feels like you don't need to do more than a couple. The mountains were the mountains were arguably the most annoying region, or the swamps to some degree. The swamps are obviously the most annoying in some ways, but the mountains were very annoying because you had to find so many of them. Okay, nice. There's a meadows right here. That's plains over there. I could even put it. I could even build like my little island. I can build my base on this island here, but there's another house right there. Perfect. Okay. Great. How far away is this? Maybe a bit too far. I'm going to take a tour around the continent. I should stop here first and make the portal. Just in case I die. It's the smart move. I find the more you play a video game and the longer you've been playing it, the more that you to some degree kind of get tilted and stop making smart decisions. This game is about like being very careful in when you engage. Like what battles you take and what fights you don't. Because the consequences are so harsh and can waste so much time. And like I find like whenever you play a game less, you're like you remember your common sense. If you play too much, you just get mad at the game as opposed to like making the smart decisions around it. It's very convenient this house is here. I love when that happens. Money and a torch. Okay, I need some wood from the boat. Tiny little health bar. Nice. I could even upgrade this axe. This big axe, the crystal, was actually really useful inside of the the frost caves. Because if you get in a thin area, to just hit him with the poke was unreal. It's so effective. This guy wants the poke too. Alright. Crafting, workbench. Crafting, miscellaneous, portal. Why is this the music? Two wood short for a door? Why is this the music? Is that the music inside the house? Okay. Let's be fastidious and repair this bitch up a little bit. Look at that color change, so satisfying. Oh yeah, nice little longhouse. Convenient for landing. Helped out by my ancestors. What is that? What are those? Oh, those are the little... Oh, that's what it is. It's the little beams that connect it. Alright, cool. So now we have I gotta name this. Motor. Connected. Lovely. Build a door here. Keep people out of my business. Nice. Okay, onward. Make sure I don't drown in the fucking river again. Alright, let's take a look at this. So it's still pretty high up. You can see the mountain behind. So I'm going to take a tour of the island. I find turning never works the way you want it to. You almost have to back up like a pickup truck. There you go. Can't tell if the Blue Jays are eating the suet block or not. They got seeds for like at least 2 weeks though. It's a birdhouse that's about this big. There's a camera. Birdhouse is about this big, like this wide. And so the seeds go up to like here. It's like a third of a bag. And they go through that like in 2 weeks. It's unreal. Greedy little fuckers. It's like 99% blue jays there, and then occasionally some grackles, or like little tiny brown sparrows. But the blue jays are like absolutely run it. Okay, is this smart to go through here? Whatever. Let's find out. I don't recall taking any damage along the way. Am I stuck on a rock or something? Man. It's nice that you can usually make it so that like you can pull in some direction or another to get out of there. One thing I haven't made in a while, which is not necessarily proper summer food, is like a from scratch chicken soup. We like make the stock and then cook like vegetables and like pieces of chicken and like maybe rice or something. I find rice stands up a little better than noodles, but both of them you have to be really careful they don't get overcooked. Proper like carrots and celery and green pepper and onions. Real chicken stock. Actual like shredded chicken meat in it. God, that shit is so good. Oh. Probably go a little bit slower in here. Ugh. It's not easy with a big boat. It's not something I do very often, but it's like an all seasons very cool thing to do. To just like buy bones and make like beef or chicken stock. Even like I can even like save like my shrimp shells and everything if I wanted, if I was smart about it. How am I gonna get through here? It's gonna be a bit too rocky to get through. I think it is. And I think we get hung up in this other one. Yeah. Alright. Okay, be a little more careful in here than I have been. I think left side's a bit better. I mean right side. I feel like Austin Powers. It's not it. I don't know if I'm gonna make the turn after this well enough. Not run aground. Look at this thing. It's like a fucking Impreza. Insane cornering. Luckily no one's coming to like molest me. It's good. If that's planes up here, I'm gonna get assassinated. Looks like meadow. It's dense enough forest, looks like meadow. Going like 14 kilometers an hour with such stirring, wonderful music. shit. Should probably eat something. Bit too close to their shore. Misty mountains, very frightening. Don't get assassinated, don't get assassinated, don't get assassinated, don't get assassinated. Don't mind me, I'm just a ship in the fog. I'm not your enemy. Just make it a little harder for me to see coastline. But I can hit some angles where it's pretty good. So it's directly to my left. I'm just trying to circumnavigate here. Those dudes are cool. Those like 15, 1600s guys trying to circumnavigate the globe. Amerigo Vespucci, didn't he do that? Got a continent named after him in celebration? I mean, if you're gonna give it to somebody, it's not a bad person to give it to. Is that Mistlands? I think it's my first Mistlands. It's exciting. A little scary. What was that? What is this? There's the mountain. It's a big one too. It certainly looks like it would be a Mistlands. I'm scared. I think they maybe block that off. Whatever areas are like landing areas. Oh, that's so cool. It really just shows up as ocean, huh? Oh, it certainly looks like a Mistland. Nice. I think it's my first one. I did see the Starfield Direct. I actually watched it a second time by myself today. I was really impressed, man. The ship building, I'm interested in the outpost building. I also think the character creation and like trait system was actually pretty fucking impressive. So yeah, look pretty good. Yeah, it was cool, man. It was like... The big thing people are wondering that wasn't like answered is like how much of a planet you can access. How do you access a planet? You know what I mean? Like, do you just like, can you really go like straight from ships, straight from space right down, etc.? Those are the questions that people still wonder about. Okay, I'm going too far around all this thing, but whatever. Yeah, a whole planet. 1,000 whole planets. 8,000. So this is my first view of the Mistlands, by the way. This is pretty exciting. Look, it really does look like the Yggdrasil tree comes from it. I'm glad there's no fucking nefarious nautical beasts here. Nice. So cool. Some parts of it, to me personally, look a bit too No Man's Sky-y. Like, it's tempting to always want to, like, you know, farm for iron and farm for materials and all those things. But those are, like, some of the least... So those are parts of the game that I find, like, the least important and can get kind of grindy. But I know that's, like, a small part of it. What are those? It's flying critters? But, like, it'd be really interesting when you start playing and start figuring out from the loading screen and from, like, the beginning what kind of character you feel like playing. One of the traits, or one of the things that I saw, was called Alien DNA. I'm very fascinated by that one. And then you wonder whether you do, like, some sort of jetpack melee build. Is obviously insanely fun. Guns are cool, always, to some degree or another, but it's kind of, like, a little vanilla. It's probably a pretty cool game to, like, only play, like, speech. I love doing, like, long-haul freight and, like, that kind of shit in games like that. Like, if I ever played Star Citizen or EVE Online or something like that, it'd be so fun just to be, like a freighter. I don't know, something about that appeals to me. There is a lot of Mistlands around here. Hope I can get through. I gotta be really careful around here. Okay, it looks like I should be able to get through. I just can't lose my ship here. Got 3 eggs on it. There's more Krakens at night, I know that. Yeah, and then do you see the shipbuilding? How big it can be? And like when you click on it, how all the ship disassembled and pulled apart to its requisite parts so you could look at anything when you're in like the ship crew thing? That was sick. What was that? Just a wave. Okay, never mind. Okay, this is really nice because I'm getting near the 4th boss, and I've been able to find a bunch of Mistlands. So everything's turning up Thomas. Yeah, you can have like you'll be in a game like that, a Bethesda game like that. You eventually by the end are so wealthy that you can have like an armada of ships. You can have like little fighters, long haul things, some sort of like super tanker that you can have as like your home base. The outpost system would be really fun. Some of my favorite parts of Skyrim were the 2 expansions. The Werewolves and Vampires one was cool, I guess. I didn't really give a shit about it. But like the Hearth and Home, or whatever it's called. Whatever the expansion was in Skyrim where you could build your own house on all those different houses, build all those houses and like fill it full of armor sets and everything. It's so satisfying in a game like that to have that sense of home. And then you really have to wonder with Starfield how much of it will be like available on launch and how much of it will be like later expansions, etc. What's happening here? I don't want to go through the mist. I'm scared. Okay, turn around. I don't want to die. Kraken right there. Yeah, all the food would be buffs and stuff like that. One of like the preset ones was Chef, Duelist, and Scavenger. Scavenger means you find more stuff and you cook it. It's gonna be a fun one. I still think that Larian Studios should delay Baldur's Gate a month. The day before Starfield? That's a rough release day. Yeah. If you saw some of the dialogue about the adoring fan, like, it seems like he's also going to try to murder you. He goes, like, heavily into stan culture. It's been daylight. It's been nighttime for, like, fucking 10 years, it feels like. Oh, shit. What did I just run into? Scared. Oh my god, okay, it's just rocks. It's fine. Like, I unequivocally have to say, I cannot lose my ship right now. Can't see what's going on. I can't lose my ship right now. What's that? Some sort of spooky altar? The harbor there? Jeez, I'm so scared. Alright, we're good. Yeah, I know. It's like... Just the dishwasher, baby. It's okay. It seems like all those things that were delayed from like the COVID pandemic bullshit are all starting to group together. Like 2021 was like useless. 2020 was useless. Last year was like getting better. Okay, nothing's trying to invade me, which is nice. Oh shit. Oh, that thing does not aggro me. Is it coming this way? It's kind of coming this way. I have to get a little closer. It's so dark out and so misty. Yeah, the PlayStation one was quite weak. That was like the PC Games one was also like just all fucking like $50,000 indie games made by 4 people. It's kind of shit. I know PC Gamer doesn't have the same like budget as like Microsoft, etc. But the Sony one was underwhelming for sure. I was watching the Drop Frames co-stream of it, and they're like, Phil Spector's wearing a Hexen t-shirt. And Hexen was like the first game after Doom, the original Doom, to use the Doom engine. And so it was like fueling speculation that id Software, who's like the best in the business, if you ask me, we're gonna like make a Hexen game. Pretty cool. Hexen was like Doom with like medieval weapons. I followed those guys a lot, like Hugo Martin and all those id Software guys, and they're talking about how like after Doom Eternal, they're starting to talk about like what they would do next. And he's like, I'm kind of wishing. He's like, I'm kind of looking forward to something where like your guy is not so fast and not so nimble and agile, and have someone who's a little like heavier, kind of like more like tank controls. I was kind of wondered what that meant. Forgot to make a. It's around here somewhere. Okay, so go this way a little bit, hug the shore a little more, see what we got over here. Did you play the original Cyberpunk? Did you play Cyberpunk through before, like in 2020 when it came out? Yeah. Starfield is like maybe the most anticipated. I was talking about this yesterday. I think Starfield might be like maybe the most anticipated game since maybe GTA 5. What do you think? Hard to think of another one that's like... You can't say like a Zelda or Mario game. I don't think it compares. Cyberpunk, I guess, was one of the most anticipated ones like all time. Which didn't necessarily... which didn't necessarily benefit them. Yeah. I saw something on Twitter the other day that was like, it's been 5 years since we saw that Elder Scrolls 6 trailer that was like 5 seconds of landscape. And like literally not a thing talked about it, not a thing mentioned about it since then. Okay, I kind of feel like I'm going right into the fucking plains here. They look like plains look like swamps, kind of. Hard to tell. It looks like swamp. Black forest, okay. So no hard left. All strapped up in my gear in case a Death Skeeto decides to come for me. There's a big ass mountain there too. Look at that. I don't think I need anything more. Yeah. But sometimes, like, sometimes bigger isn't better because things are too diluted. Like, there's a lot of planets, there's gonna be a lot of stuff, a lot of planets on Starfield that, like, on release, aren't gonna have, like, much or anything to do, probably, right? It's just, this is the way it has to go. It's gonna be a really cool idea, but for a one-player game, amazing. I think a lot of the planets are gonna be like eventually things where, it's gonna be like modder planets. Will be like whole ecosystems. People can put work into how that works in an incredible way. People have like, this planet, there's nothing on it. It's like so far from most of the game's action. You can mod out an entire planet full of quests and stuff like that. Sell it or offer for free, etc. Be really good synergy to that. That was also something I thought they should do with Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk is so many buildings with nothing happening in them. Like the mod community in that game. To make like a little shop or like a little quest, all these things and all of those. It'd just be so cool. And who knows how long until Elder Scrolls 6. Bethesda can afford to like spend 8 years per game. It's like always a work in progress. Like, I don't know, it depends on how much they like turn the team around. Like who's doing how much for... How much have they split their team between Starfield and Elder Scrolls? Once Starfield's out and like a year deep, they can probably like really start accelerating production. Well, I mean, the classic thing with Bethesda is like the mod support is like the most important thing about those games. Like in terms of like graphical improvements and like quality of life stuff, most people like consider that you get more from the mod community than you do from the actual developer. I think it's a pretty common sentiment. Like all those like Skyrim graphical mods, to this day, it's like obviously the better way to play the game. Okay, when I go back, I'm gonna have to remember to get frost resistance potions if I'm going to fight this boss. I take a lunch break now. It's been 3 hours. It's sunny out right now. I should get out in that. It's been raining a lot lately. I feel like it's somewhat related to like all the wildfires. It's like the earth is like cleansing itself a little bit. Really exciting to find some mistlands here too. Very cool. It's interesting how the game works. Like, your central continent that you land on will... This is like a little bit of mountain, but essentially all black forest and meadows with a bit of swamp. And then if you radiate outwards, this one was all black forest, mountains, and plains. Like, the game like radiates out more difficult locations. Okay, here's my little island. Got a nice little protected cove here. I like that a lot. You can just glide in here. So cool. I love meadows. So cozy. Alright. So, I'm a little full on stuff, otherwise everything is good. I'm gonna take the eggs out, put them in this chest. No, I'm just gonna save here. I guess you don't really have to do that in this game. World saved. Alright, I'm gonna take a break, eat some food. Back for a little bit, like half an hour or something like that. Come on, Valheim, close up. Alright, I'll be back. Time to enjoy the sun. See ya.